this is our official first webinar of 2020. So my name is Leanne Cowanhoffen, and I'm one of the 3 partners here for the Real You group. And we also have Isabella and Wade, and they'll have an opportunity to introduce themselves a little bit later as well, and to add and to say a few things here and there. So just to let you guys all know what these webinars are for, it's creating a safe space for everyone that is on this group to come in and to mastermind together around mindfulness and our children and ourselves, and communicating with our children, and really just helping them to be able to how to do the mindfulness, and being able to be aware of their feelings and how to manage them, so that as they encounter other people in their lives, they are able to have a stronger and more real way of communicating, a very healthy way of communicating with themselves and with others, and with you as a whole family. And by being able to have these webinars, we're able to share different things that we are doing and implementing into our families and with each other, and be able to get different ideas on what we can do, because each individual is so different. Like as a mom of 5, every single one of my kids are significantly different. So what may work for one child will not necessarily work for the other. And it can be very customizable. So having the environment and the space to be able to share what's working, what's not working, and be able to mastermind with each other to come up with new ideas can really help to expand the resources and the ideas and the end result, which is to have children that are extremely strong in mindfulness and emotional intelligence, self-awareness, mental health, and all of those emotional skills, to really be able to just take that into their adult lives. And also to create that possibility of having a very strong, unified family with the empathetical communications that we have with each other, and to have a true, authentic acceptance for each other's differences, and how we can really use our differences in a family to work together and really nourish and blossom all of those differences on as a whole. So that is what this whole group is all about. It's really about just empowering the next generation and empowering families and relationships in general. So we have a few things that we would like to share with you today. We'll go for anywhere between maybe a half hour or longer. Sometimes it may be less. It really depends on how people participate and how things go and how we engage with each other. Will be roughly how things will work with the time. Because we don't want to rush anybody. We do want to be able to help everybody to work through certain things, and to also come up with new ideas that they can try. Because like I said, everyone is different. What works for one person may not necessarily work for another person. So today we are going to share a few things from our own personal lives that have helped, and share them with you. So we will start with Isabella. She can come out and say a few words about herself, and share some things that she has written down to share with you guys.
Thanks, Leanne. And I apologize already because in the beginning, I wanted to make sure that we're live and I was a bit distracted. So I invite everybody to close your eyes with me for just 1 minute or a second and just take one deep breath. So you and I arrive right here, and I can be present, and hopefully you can also be present with me. And so you can open your eyes again whenever you feel like it. I think that right away shows, I think, why I'm here. I think because I did not have those tools growing up. And so for the longest time, I was, searching and searching and searching. How can I fix myself? Because my thoughts, which I think researchers have said, it's like 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day that we think. And, if we follow all these thoughts all the time, then you're just completely restless, I guess. And so that's how I ended up here, because I am making a difference for the next generation and to help them and their parents to realize, oh, wow, I don't have to constantly be going. So, and I think with just one breath, you can demonstrate that perfectly. And I had, I called just recently, and I got so excited with a lady who has been doing mindfulness for children in schools since 2011. They are like in over 3,000 schools in the US, and they do mindfulness audio recordings. And she said that it's all about repetition, right? So I don't know if you guys have experienced that before, but you might read something and you understand it, but then you go on and you live your life, and then you hear it again and again and again, and then one time it's like, oh wow, now I understand what they meant, And so it's about this repetition, hearing it again and again, and then just being open to when am I going to have this breakthrough moment, or whatever it may look like. And so what she said was that a century ago, people didn't brush their teeth. That wasn't a thing. Now everybody does it. And she said the same with mindfulness. Now it's just picking up, and people, some people do it, some don't. And we're on the forefront in really bringing that to the masses, for people realizing, oh, wow, I don't have to be on 180 all the time, and I can really do something and teach myself and be helping my children and family and whoever else to actually get out of this rat race of the mind, maybe. So that was for me, like, again, a aha moment. And so that's one thing I wanted to share, and I hand it over to Wade.
Well, that was a great share. Thanks for creating that space for us, Isabel. That's for myself, yeah, I think collectively what we're trying to do, rather than just empower the next generation, we're evolving as human beings and understanding that these things are of value and can help us. And I've seen countless things come about in my life that have led me to think this is something that I need to be involved in to be able to help other people, kids as well as adults, because it's communicating. If we can't communicate, we can't really get along, and that's the stem of so many of our problems in society and just general. And so to bring mindfulness into the picture and utilize it to its fullest, to teach it, to allow it in more and more, there's just so much upside to the whole thing. And to be able to do this for ourselves and our kids is just so tremendous. So it's great to have this platform and this opportunity. So we want, like Leanne said, to be able to create a safe space where we'll share some things about where we're going through and maybe how we're coping with it, or being able to use some of the mindfulness tools to help us. Do we have it all figured out? We'll be completely honest. I doubt any of us can say we do, but we are trying, and hopefully what our efforts will not only allow us and our families and communities, but other people that step into that arena have some of the things we're dealing with, they're dealing with, and it gives you just a little bit more support. And people you hang around with are going to allow you to become more of who you want to be, and you'll know if you belong here, and we'll know where we belong, and if we can just create that space for ourselves here and for yourself, that's really what we're trying to do. So